The future of public transportation is important for the continued growth of the Central Florida region. As our communities expand and evolve, so must our transit infrastructure to meet the growing needs of residents, commuters, and visitors alike. The Transit Vision Master Plan serves as a bold vision of the future of public transit in our region over the next 25 years. Through collaboration with the area's transit partners LYNX and SunRail, the needs of the region with regards to transit have been identified. Whether this plan can come to fruition ultimately depends on new revenue streams, as current resources are not enough. LYNX is the local bus provider in the region that serves Orange, Osceola, and Seminole counties with 68 bus routes and 11 neighborhood links. Over 55,000 rides per weekday use LYNX, totaling more than 17 million passenger trips in fiscal year 2023. SunRail provides weekday service from DeLand to Poinciana, serving stations in Volusia, Seminole, Orange, and Osceola counties. SunRail provides service to approximately 4,800 customers per weekday, or 670,000 total in the fiscal year 2023. To better assess how transit in the Central Florida region compares to others, 7 peer regions within the country were selected. Faster growth locations in the Sunbelt most similar to the Orlando area, like nearby Jacksonville and Tampa, Charlotte, Nashville, San Antonio, and western cities Las Vegas and Phoenix. One measure to assess how transit is being used in the region is the ridership per capita, which measures the average number of transit trips taken by each resident within a year. Higher ridership per capita indicates a more extensively used and more effective transit system. Transit usage in the Orlando area has been similar to most of the other peer regions. While ridership measures how popular transit usage is, expenditure per capita is also a way of looking at how much public money is invested in transit. Again, Orlando is near the peer average. Notably, and not surprisingly, the 3 regions with the highest expenditure per capita was Las Vegas, San Antonio, and Phoenix, also who have the highest usage rates. This shows the importance of investment in creating an effective transit system. The Transit Vision Master Plan identifies future projects to enhance public transportation in the region. The highest priorities for expanding the region's rail network are more service hours and better frequencies, adding service to Orlando International Airport and the Sunshine Corridor, linking the airport to attractions such as the Convention Center, International Drive, and theme parks. This will require double tracking the entire SunRail corridor. Longer-term opportunities for rail service include the Orange Blossom Express, connecting downtown Orlando and Apopka, and local rail service east of Orlando International Airport. The total design and construction cost of these projects is approximately $2.3 billion. Ongoing operations and maintenance costs for all these additional lines would equal more than $120 million per year. In addition to rail, the plan identifies several bus rapid transit corridors to make bus travel quicker. Corridors identified are some of the most important arterials today, such as State Road 436 or U.S. Highway 192, and places where current bus ridership is strong. The improvements would be designed on a case-by-case basis, but could include bus-only lanes, queued jump lanes at intersections that allow buses to bypass traffic lines, and transit signal priority, which adjust traffic signals to give approaching buses preferential treatment, reducing delays for buses at busy intersections. BRT also means significantly improved passenger amenities at stops along these corridors. The total capital cost for all these projects is anticipated to be $1.6 billion. In addition, 5 more corridors were also identified for substantial improvements, but not quite at the same level as BRT. These corridors are not anticipated to have bus-only lanes, but the high volume of customers creates a need for improved customer amenities and transit signal priority. Total cost for the enhanced corridors is $116 million. Finally, to better serve customers, additional passenger amenities are included in the plan. LYNX maintains an ongoing capital budget to provide shelters and benches, but improved transit service will need more and larger transit centers along bus routes. Over 30 new or improved centers identified will cost just over $200 million in total. For transit to be more effective in the community, that requires service that is more frequent, runs for longer hours, and reaches more locations. Currently, LYNX is able to provide high-frequency service to only a few locations with only one such route outside downtown Orlando. An important element of this plan is to significantly increase the number of locations across the region with this higher level of transit service. A core frequent network reduces wait times and transfer times for customers traveling around the region. Beyond the frequent network, other areas have been identified for improved or expanded service. From primary and secondary local routes running every 30 or 60 minutes, high-speed regional and commuter express connecting major destinations in the region, and neighbor link and mobility on-demand zones. The vision for bus service is a comprehensive improvement for mobility. In our region, several critical challenges exist that warrant attention and action. First, funding remains a significant challenge. While federal and state funding sources are available for large capital projects, they often require substantial local matching funds. Over time, the larger cost of transit is the annual operating costs, and those funds will mostly come from local sources. The funds provided today are sufficient for current service levels, so for any significant service enhancements to occur, new local resources will be required. Public transit improvement has its challenges. Among large metropolitan areas, the current densities and development patterns are not amenable to public transit use, highlighting the need for strategic urban planning initiatives to increase infill densities near stations and key corridors. Additionally, as most transit users are pedestrians at some point in their trip, improvements to places lacking sidewalks and crossings should be a priority to make riders feel more comfortable and safer. Keeping buses on time with increasing traffic and more competition from services like Uber and Lyft are some other challenges that are facing public transportation. Some opportunities also exist in the region. Our economy depends on the recreation and entertainment sector, and employees in that industry are more than twice as likely to use public transportation. Many of LYNX's current passengers are employees of places like Universal and Disney, and this presents an opportunity to align the services more to serve their needs. Additionally, newer emerging mobility options such as micromobility and autonomous vehicles could potentially enable transit service to be offered in some neighborhoods at a lower cost than traditional modes. Also, consolidating the operations of LYNX and SunRail under a single local entity could streamline operations and enhance efficiency in terms of fare collection and schedules. This unified approach not only promises better coordination, but also opens avenues for cost savings and improved service reliability across our transit network. Finally, there's significant potential in multimodal integration with private partners like Brightline. By seamlessly connecting our existing transit systems with Brightline, we can offer commuters faster and more convenient travel options between cities. The Transit Vision Master Plan outlines the vision for how transit can evolve over the next 25 years and identifies transit needs of the region. Through strategic investments, we can pave the way for a brighter, more accessible future for public transportation in Central Florida.